Come on, come on.
Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Eric Bird, here at StopStrugglingNow.com, all the way from Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Shocker, I'm back, and we're making some things happen that only you will benefit, and me, of course. And welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream, where we're going to be talking about taxes, income, and more. But are you going to be ready for 2024? Ready for the end of the year 2023? Because during the end of the year 2023, you might want to start thinking about your taxes that you may owe. How can you dodge a few of them? We're going to go over a little bit of that tonight. And you guys know we're going to get into some things that can help you in the No Guru Zone. And welcome. Stop Struggling Now gear. Check, and please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. Now, let's get to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. And once again, please share the videos. You never know who you're going to be able to help. And let me see who's in the house tonight first. Laverne Penix is here, AKA Mr. Cool is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream, and he has the icon next to his name, and he says his tagline this evening: hello, SSN Nation. I hope everyone is doing well. I received a notification and the trailer. Thank you so much. That's one person. Thank you so much. And once again, I want to thank everybody for being a subscriber. 15,000 subscribers. We have hit the number, the magic number, and rising. So thank you so much. And thank you so much for being a member. Those with the icons like Mr. Cool. Also in the house tonight, Mo Better, running into one of his friends today in Punta Cana in Larimar offices. And I didn't even recognize him. He's like, hey, I know you. And I looked at him like, hey, this guy's dressed nice and everything. I'm thinking, I've never seen him before. He's like, oh, say hello to Mo. I was with Mo's friend. I'm like, oh, okay, in Los Corrales. He's like, yeah, dropped him off. Yeah, okay, you play poker, right? He's like, yeah, okay. Mo Better, the man, is here. Another investor is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream, where he has the icon next to his name as well. And he brings up his tagline: what's up, SSN Nation? What's up, E? What's up, Mo? We in the building. You got that right, ladies and gentlemen. Got the notification and trailer, and smash that like button. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And share the live streams. Share the videos. You never know who you're going to be able to help. Like tonight, there's people who are not thinking about their taxes for next year. You can start getting more reductions right now, and you might not be thinking about a few other things. such as depreciation of your assets. Think about that. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Think about the losses that you can write off. All right. Think about all of that, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get into some of that tonight. And once again, make sure you smash that like button. Robbie D Solutions, otherwise known as DJ Robbie D from Philly, is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to his name as well. And he says his tagline, "What's up, SSN Nation? What's up, Robbie D, DJ Robbie D?" Very nice to see you this evening, man. All right. E. White is in the house. Another avid investor is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with that icon next to his name as well. And he brings his tagline this evening. Good evening, SSN. I have my pen, paper, and snacks ready to document some of these gems the family continuously sharing. Thank you so much, E. White. Another, like I said, investor. Powerful investors in the house. And DJ Robbie D Solutions says, I need to make some purchases before the end of the year. Exactly, DJ Robbie D. So what can some of these purchases be? It could be, there's a 401k that you guys have, right? Now, why don't I get into it since he's asked? Since he's asked, this is on tap, actually. Let me go show something right now. Just by Google, here it is. The IRS sets the maximum that you and your employer can contribute to your 401k each year. The most you can contribute to a Roth 401k and contribute to pre-tax contributions to a traditional 401k. Check with your CPA accountant, and some of this, maybe all of it, is written off. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is an option, and this is how the wealthy keep getting wealthier. They use tools such as this to write off their taxes. Now, some of you may be going, wait a minute, Eric, that seems too easy. Well, it is. But let me enlighten you on some gameplay that we can do and you can do. You have to be a big boy, the CEO of your life. That's what you're going to have to be. You have an LLC, a corporation, an S Corp, a partnership. And what did you do? You opened up your company's 401. Now, if you have a solo 401k, you can be the CEO and you are the sole employee. And if you're married, your spouse can be an employee as well. I can write in my articles, I can say we are going to match a certain percentage of the employees' 401k contributions. This is why you notice they say here, the IRS sets the maximum that you and your employer can contribute to your 401k, 22.5. But what you guys keep forgetting, you can say, we are going to match 10%, 15% over time, maybe not all at once this year, but over time, what they contribute into the 401k, which is your company's 401k, ladies and gentlemen. And you are the employer, and you are the boss, and you are the employee. So actually, you can put in more than 22.5 because you're going to be matching it down the line. Just imagine another 10% every year. Think about it. I'm just saying, check with your CPAs and accountants, ladies and gentlemen. All right. That is one way. So I'm glad you mentioned it, DJ Robbie D from Philly, because that's how we're starting off tonight. Hot, ladies and gentlemen. So a lot of people don't understand. I'm going to talk about some other things. We talk about real estate a lot here, right? So once again, DJ Robbie D is correct. Get some purchases. E. White says he's got his pen, pad, and paper. Joe Nay is in the house, and I just missed him today. He's going to the airport. I was at the airport, apparently. Joe Nay, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream, making investments happen. And he has the icon next to his name. And by the way, some of these investments, you're putting down payments, right? You plan on using it as a business down the line, right? So you might not be able to take it off this year. Talk with your CPA and accountant, but you might be able to. Think about it. Down payments could be 10,000, could be 20,000, could be 30,000, and you plan on making it a business, right? I'm just saying, startup businesses, $5,000, $10,000 from the IRS automatically because you're a startup. I'm just saying, check with your accountant, tax professionals, giving you some ideas. Write down the pen, pad, and paper. Say, hey, wait a minute. Can I do this? Because I plan on doing a business with this. Can this be used as startup? I'm just saying, think about it, ladies and gentlemen. Joe Nay, he says, what's good, SSN fam? I'm here. I'm paying attention. I got the notification in the trailer. About to smash that like button. Thank you so much. Smashing the like button. I appreciate that, everybody. Please share the videos. There's people out here who don't know that they can save some money this year. But we're going to tell you about it right now. And I can't blame you. You're not here in the SSN Nation. We get shadow banned because these are tools that you can use that doesn't even hurt you. You're already doing it. We got more. Don't worry. And of course, all we have to do is kind of Google, but I'm going to bring it up to you because some of us are buying real estate like George's Charles, another investor, an emerging millionaire is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to his name. And he says, hey, y'all, and his tagline, I smell money in here. He's damn right, because we have money makers in the house. Superstars are here. Like another one, Brian P is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream with the icon next to your name. And he says his tagline, hello, Eric. I hope all is well with you. Yes, it is. Hello, SSN family. I got the notification and saw the trailer. Oh, we're up to 5 people already tonight. This is great sign. This is beautiful. Share the video, smash the like button. And if you like what we're talking about, please subscribe to the channel. Click the all notification bell. Brian P says I picked up 300 more shares of TSLY. Brian P, let's just call it what it is. Right now, you could have waited till the 13th of the month and simply just made some reinvestment, and you would be picking up hundreds of shares. I'm just saying, because you have been doing the damn thing. I cannot blame you going on that buying spree, because I went on a buying spree like 2 days ago. So once again, I can't blame you. Congratulations, because he's on his way, ladies and gentlemen. He says he was trying to get his 4,000. He's got it. 4,000 shares, ladies and gentlemen. This month, what are they giving out for a dividend? Is it, they've already listed the declared dividend. Is it 96 cents or 78 cents or 57 cents? All I'm trying to say is, can you imagine 4,000 times 60 cents, ladies and gentlemen, $2,400 in dividends for the month? Some of you would say, where? That would be yieldmaxetfs.com, and you can find what he just said, TSLY. You can go look for yourself. You can scroll down the page. You'll see they already declared the dividend that they're going to give out this month on the 13th of this month. In the next 5 days, it's 5 to 6 days, he's going to have 4,000 times whatever that percentage was in his account. And no, he's not going to be taking it out, because if you take it out before 1 year, you have a 25% capital gains tax. So you have to wait till after a year, then it goes to 15% tax. But if you had your solo 401k and your company's matching a certain percentage of what you put in, and then You actually are getting these $2,500 checks going into that account. Now you've opened up a whole nother level of a 401k being tax deferred, potentially no tax later. Check it with the CPA or your accountant. All right, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations once again, Brian P. Very, very nice, because that's right. He's the CEO of his life. He has taken command, ladies and gentlemen. He's got it 100%, 100%, 100% making money. That's what he's doing every month. 4,000. In fact, you know what I'm getting so excited about? Let's just go check this out. Check this out. First of all, let's go look. Some of you can see right now the power that's happening. Yield Max ETFs. I'm just going to go here right now. Yield Max ETFs. So you can just see it for yourself. I don't even have to give you guys an excuse not to know about it. Some of you are just going to ignore all this and go, well, I don't know. Okay, fine. But guess what? We're going to go check it out right now. Look, this is TSLY. All right, it's not.com. Go over there and check it out, ladies and gentlemen. They have more than that, in case you don't want to have anything to do with 12/6 was the declare date. For all of you who may not understand stocks, you needed to buy 12/5, possibly 12/6 by December 5th or by December 6th. December 7th, you have to be on record as owning the shares in order to get paid the 13th. If you bought on the 7th, then you're going to have to wait till next month, or the 7th up until about the 5th or the 6th of next month. Then you're going to get a check the middle of next month. But you can do the math right now. That's $2,400 at least that he's getting. There you go. Just that month. Look at the previous month. A little, maybe 2,200. I don't know, 2,300 maybe. The previous month, 2,300. If he had 4,000, he didn't have it at the time, but if he did, he's hovering around 2,300 every month, 24, 2,500. But what happened if he would have had that at 83 cents, and what would have happened if he had this $4,000 that month if he would have had it in July? But I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, this is how powerful this is. It's been out for 1 year, almost 1 month. So you have options, and this isn't the only place that you can go. And yes, you're not seeing things, but here goes some of the other ETFs: Apple, Amazon, Google, NSLY is Netflix, Microsoft, JP Morgan, and the list goes on and on. Just go over there and check it out. It's your money. Get a brokerage account. You can download Robinhood and Webull. You can get all of these on Robinhood, Webull. Get your free shares of stock from Robinhood. Robinhood only gives 1 free share of stock. Webull gives you sometimes 10, 12, 20 partials, but 20, 12, 15, whatever they're giving out is the special right now, is still worth it. So download both. But with Webull, you have to put in 1 cent or more before they issue you any type of stocks. All right. Congratulations once again, Brian P. And E. White chimes in as well. Congratulations, Brian P. Thank you. And QQQY. This man is being a dividend hoarder. He's doing what you guys know, Warren Buffett. This is what Warren Buffett's actually been doing for like 50, 60 years. Except back then, they didn't have this high rate of returns. It was like 5%, 7%. So he had a longer time. It's just in the last 10 years that you could get some sort of 20%, 15, 25% returns if you knew where to go. And that's why Warren Buffett is always going to be among one of the leaders, along with his friend Charlie Munger, which they don't usually talk about, but both of them guys are billionaires. And all they did was do what Brian P. has done. And all you have to do is start with $10, $20, $30, because it compounds. Let it reinvest itself. Your money making money for you. You automatically get to buy more shares. Just like when I say that $2,400 that he's going to get this month, he basically can just turn around and buy some more shares. $11, let's just call it $12 if they were. It's probably $11.70 or something. But we'll round up to $12. That's all the shares are. How many shares can he buy with $2,400? Because that's what the reinvestment would be, right? I'm just saying 200 shares, 300 shares. Think about it. 1,000 shares, 3,000 shares. Think about it. All right. All you have to do is divide 11.7, or shall I say 2,400 divided by 11.7. In fact, why don't we just go do it right now? All right. We like to give you the real number. See, I'm not doing the roundabout number, guesstimate, divided by 11.7. That is 205 shares. All right, there we go. So next month, if they decide on giving out the same amount, he will have 200 times 60 cents. So that'll be another $120, $2,500. See how nice that is, ladies and gentlemen? I'm just saying, NQQQY is the next one. Go ahead on, man. Do your thing. Do your thing. I'm not mad at you. Now, picture this. I'm about to give you guys some other information about taxes, income, and more. So we have a lot of people out here. We have superstars buying not one property, not two, not three, not four. Yeah, that's right. Pre-construction. It's not on your credit report because why? You're putting money down. You're not financing it. 0% interest for the next 2 to 3, even 4 years. Then after you put down your 40 or 50%, 2-3 years to do whatever you want to do. Pretty simple, right? Well, once again, are you planning on doing this as business? Because you're going to be able to reap some rewards with depreciations, with some other things down the line, setting yourself up for the big win, not only for the profits from real estate rentals. All right. So that means I have to go to another screen because we're about to talk about a little real estate, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Real estate tax benefits is where I'm going. That's right. I'm not talking about real estate. We're not going to the Larimars, the Cruise on Lands, the Atlantidas, or anything like that. All right, ladies and gentlemen, lost connection for a second, but it's okay. We're still here. Look at this. Look at this. We're going to start with the easy stuff. Right now, this is what you can do. Use real estate tax write-offs, property taxes, if you got them, insurance, mortgage interest. Well, I don't know about this. Let me see how old this is. Hold on a second. We need to find out how old this is because I don't know if you can do mortgage insurance anymore. But oh, here it is, 1223. All right. Property management fees. Some of you who are having real estate right now, you got property management fees. Cost to maintain and repair the building also includes depreciation. All right. Advertising, office space, business equipment. That's right. You know that computer you have, you know that printer that you have. That's right. Legal and accounting fees and travel. Oh my. Speaking of this, so when we have the SSN Nation, SSN Lifestyle, Real Estate Investors, and Business Forum, the people that came invest in real estate in the Dominican Republic, you do know that is a write-off, ladies and gentlemen, because you are actually checking out your property and you are also looking for other property. And when you sit down with SSN Nation family members in Punta Cana and you eat food and you're talking, hey, there's a write-off situation. We're discussing business. We're there at a conference and everything. So again, you get a double write-off because it was a conference. Check, check, check with your accountant, CPA. Get some additional write-offs, ladies and gentlemen. Do the damn thing. All right. Now, all these deductions lessen your taxable income. See how simple it is, which could save you money when you pay taxes. Oh, hey, we have an example here. Check it out. Let's say your rental income is $25,000. This is a reality right here for a lot of people that's going to be doing condo rentals. And your related qualified expenses come to $8,000, which is very, very reasonable because you're going to pay property taxes or property management fees, cost to maintain. That cost to maintain, what does that look like and repair the building? Cost to maintain the interior because you have renters, towels missing, got to go get towels. I'm supplying some of the hair gel and shower gel, things like that. That's a write-off as well. So think about all that. So that means the taxable income from your real estate business is only $17,000, ladies and gentlemen. Pro tip, though, be sure to keep detailed, accurate records and receipts so you can prove the expenses you claimed in case you're audited by the Internal Revenue Service, and they will audit you. Let's get real. All right. That's why you keep your receipts, ladies and gentlemen, all the time. Depreciate cost over time, which I alluded to at the very beginning. Depreciation is the incremental loss of an asset's value, generally due to assumed wear and tear. As a real estate investor, keyword, you guys, CEO, that holds income producing property, you can deduct depreciation as an expense on your taxes. Here's the thing, though. All right. I want you guys to understand something. How do the big boys avoid taxes? Look at this line right here. You're allowed to take the depreciation deduction for the entire expected life of a property, currently set by the IRS at 27.5 years. Do you see this? Do you see this? Let me make sure you guys got this on the screen. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. This isn't big enough, is it? Hold the F up. You see this, right? Go see your CPA and accountant. 27 years for residential properties, 39 years for commercial properties. Take your pick. That's a long time. But check this out. So in case somebody has, you know what? Let me put this in the chat room real quick, because all you real estate investors, you need to see this. And we got plenty of you in the house tonight. This is why the big boys don't have to pay taxes like the rest of everybody else, because this little description they're about to give is major. For instance, maybe you purchase a home you intended to rent out. The value of the building itself, excluding the land it sits on, is $300,000. If you divide that value by 27.5 years, expected life of the dwelling, you can deduct $10,000, $909 in depreciation each year. You guys getting this yet? Are you getting it yet? Please tell me you're getting it, right? All you emerging millionaires, this is what you have to look forward to. You're in the right ballpark. Who said you need to make X amount of money? Because when you get to write off against your profits, write-offs come in very, very handy, directly reducing your tax liability. Beautiful thing, and you didn't even do anything. Must be nice to bribe the government if you're rich. All right, now check this one out. A lot of you may not know what 1031 exchanges are. Well, Google it. Short synopsis is this. We'll go back to this $300,000 house. All right. Now, let's just say I built that house for $100,000. And it's not my primary residence because I rent it out. Now, I sell it for $300,000. I have a capital gain situation on $200,000. But I say, you know what? I want to play like the big boys. I don't want to pay tax on $200,000. I don't have to because the property, I don't live in it. So what I'm going to do is bingo, like a 1031 exchange, which is a pass through. So basically what we got to do is now, in order to avoid the 200,000, we need to buy or do a 1031 and buy another property, roll over the tax liability. That's what a 1031 exchange will allow you to do. So now you sold the property, but into a 1031. And by the way, it doesn't even have to be the same time. You have a short window that you can find another piece of property. So that $200,000 capital gain you have, it's going to actually be put into a higher property that you're going to buy for $400,000 or $500,000. Now you have zero tax due, and now you still have another property that's worth more money, and it keeps going. This is another trick that the wealthy use to keep gaining more wealth, while the rich can't do this. I'm just saying, consult your accountant. All right. Now, pro tip, ask your accountant about depreciating major improvements, of course, you've made to your investment properties, such as installing a new roof. Of course. Now, this requirement is known as depreciation recapture, which you can avoid if you pursue other tax strategies like a 1031 exchange, which I just explained. All right. So go check it out yourself, ladies and gentlemen. This is not rocket science unless you don't study it. All you have to do is go study and you'll be like, I'll be damned. No wonder the rich keep getting richer and richer and richer. And no wonder Eric keeps telling people real estate while you can get it, because after this, ladies and gentlemen, even a 1031 exchange ain't going to help you because you won't be able to afford a house. I'm just saying. Or real estate investing options. Okay, number 3, use a pass-through deduction. A pass-through deduction allows you to deduct up to 20% of your qualified business income on personal taxes. Now, hold on. Okay, here we go. All right, I was getting ready to say it. They're about to say it now. When you own rental property as a sole proprietor via a partnership or through an LLC or S Corp, because all these are known as pass-through entities, the money you collect in rent is considered QBI by real estate law. That is correct. Now, for example, if you have an LLC that owns an apartment complex, now notice they said apartment complex, you could receive $30,000 in rental income every year. Beautiful. By using a pass-through deduction, you can write off $6,000. Great. Of course, some rules and regulations must be followed, so please consult your accountant. So, okay, $24,000. No problems with that, but that's going to, expire right here in 2025, unless somebody renews it. The rich guys will. Don't worry, they're going to go bribe the congressman right now. Take advantage of capital gains. There are 2 types to be aware of: short-term and long-term. Remember, I was telling you about less than 1 year, you got to pay 25% capital gains tax. More than 1 year, it drops to 15%. That's why you want to wait more than 1 year from taking your profits, such as dividends, or when you buy a home and resell it. Think about this. Some people flip homes. They get in trouble with taxes. Why? Because you're buying a house in a high increase in value market for, let's say, 300,000. Next thing you know, it's worth 500, 550, and it's not your primary residence. The reason why I keep saying it's not your primary residence is because primary residence, you actually get up to 250,000 as capital gains. So that's why I always say if it's not your primary residence, because 100,000, 150, 200,000, in like my example before, if it's your primary residence, you have up to 250. And if you're married, it's going to be like 500,000. So it's pretty simple. You don't have to worry about capital gains that way. But for our purposes, short term, we'll just use this. So if you earn 100,000 from your job, okay, and you sell an investment property for a $100,000 profit, your income essentially doubles for tax purposes. You damn right. If you file single, ooh, yikes. That extra income puts you in the next tax bracket as of 2020, which potentially means a larger tax bill than what you expected. That's right. Don't see, I'm just going to keep it real. Try to always do long term. On the other hand, you see a long-term capital gain if the profit from the sale of an asset that you've held for, what's that? It's like Eric said, for a year or longer? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, this is how we do it. This is what you're going to be doing, all right? If you can wait until the anniversary of your purchase to sell, you'll get to keep more money in your pocket. That's because long-term capital gains have a significantly lower tax rate than your standard income. Yeah, damn right. And if your income is low enough, you may not have to pay tax at all. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Here's the secret. Suppose you and your spouse make a combined $75,000 per year and file a joint tax return. Remember when I was telling you about being married and you get a higher capital gains exemption? Here we go. The long-term capital gains are tax-free since the tax rate for your income level is 0%. That means you can keep every cent of your profit you get when selling a property. This is one way you do it. And the other way is if it's your primary residence, you have the other exemption. But this right here, you only made $75,000. Some of you may sit there and start thinking, well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. All I have to do is make X amount. Then when I actually get capital gains, I don't have to pay for them. Bingo. So once again, there's several ways you can go. You can say, hey, I made $300,000. Okay, well, then you're going to be paying taxes on another end. Or you can try and write off everything. So therefore, you don't have any taxes. So then when you do sell the wealth properties, you have 0%. So you got a couple of options. This is why you need your CPAs and accountants with you. All right. Defer taxes with incentive programs. This is the 1031 exchange and opportunity again. Now, I'm going to put this in the chat room because we're about to keep going and on. Opportunity zones, be self-employed without the FICA tax. Oh, no, no, no. I'm not going to get into that because, again, go see your tax professionals. Let's pretend you own a freelance writing business that generates $50,000 in revenue. Since that money is considered earned income, you're on the hook for the payroll tax of 15.3. You'd have to fork over $7,650. But if you're a rental property owner instead, you would get to keep that cash in the bank. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you own a anything business that generates $50,000 this year. That money is going to be considered earned income. You'd have to pay 15. But if you're a rental property, did you get this? We don't want to be freelance. We want to have it as a rental property owner instead. You would get to keep the bank. You'd get to keep the money because you're not going to pay the self-employment tax. Right there, ladies and gentlemen. It's plain and simple. You bypass. All right. Now, once again, in the chat room, you can pick this up. All right. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Again, a lot of people don't realize on our live streams, we actually talk about the damn thing. All right. This is what we do. Okay. Brian P., congrats. That's right. Big time congrats, my man. 1 year. 1 year he has come all this way. He's rivaling the big boys on Wall Street. It's incredible what he's done, transformed into 13, 14 G's, 10 G's, and in less than 1 year, he's getting 2 G's to 3 G's every month. Unbelievable. It started with him looking, searching, coming here, talking with us. Yes, it was a beautiful thing. I love it when we have winners in the house. Superstars are in the house. And he says it. Thank you, SSN family. Thank you, Eric. No problem, man. You executed the plan beautifully. Beautifully. And here's the thing. I am just so touched by this because he actually asked. He wasn't shy. He actually asked about a year ago and said, what should I do? I have this sum of money. I think I love this real estate investing. And I was like, hold on. I love it too. But hey, you can do dividend investing. He searched and he found the Yield Max ETFs. And then he said, hey, I think I'm going to do the yield. And he discussed, talked it through. I said, hey, don't buy the real estate. If you can invest that lump sum and get $600, $800, $1,000 per month, just wait a year. And here we are. Because now he'll have enough money that he can pay for properties when you have $2,000 a month coming in. Now that's what's going to pay for your pre-construction properties, free money. And now you're building more wealth. It's incredible. He's on steroids now. He's on steroids because he's getting like 40, 50% returns, and the yield curve starts going like this. So at this point, it's almost worth his wait to just wait another year. And then it's 6 or 7 G's a month coming in. And now he can do 2,000 of it, put it towards whatever properties he wants to invest in, and he's good to go. QQQY is 93 cents per share. See, ladies and gentlemen, he's giving you the playbooks. He's giving you something to go search for. It's not that hard. Joe Nay, Brian P is keeping it 100 with the strength. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And speaking of strength, go over to Beachfront Java. Check it out, beachfrontjava.com. Our own Professor Auntie Val has the promo code SSN Lifestyle, all caps. You get 10% off for life of premium blend coffees. Go over there. It's our own Professor Auntie Val and family. She does coffee. She does tea. And if you have the Keurig, she's got it. If you want to crush up your own beans, she's got that too, the whole beans. You want espresso, she's got the fine ground. Then if you say I'm old fashioned and want that drip, she's got that as well. She's also got different types of coffee with some caramel, with some chocolate, with some pumpkin spice. Different types, up to about 20 now, different flavors of coffee. And then she's done the Zen thing, brought in some of that healing tea as well. Beachfront Java, 10% for life if you use the SSN Lifestyle code, free shipping to the United States. That means the lower 48. Hawaii and Alaska shipping cost. All right. And that's after your first purchase. All right, keep in mind, you have to buy regular price after your first purchase, but put in the promo code SSN Lifestyle because every purchase thereafter, 10% off for life. All right, there we go. Thank you. I will. Exactly, my man. Exactly. Keep it rolling. Keep it rolling while the party's happening. Jaway J is in the house. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name. Another investor is here. The excitement is in the air. And I'm happy to see you. Hello, SSN Nation. Happy Friday, everyone. Thank you so much. Happy Friday to you too, Jaway J. Thank you again for the videos. Appreciate it. Brian P., thank you, E. White. Exactly. We proud of you, my man, doing the damn thing and taking the direction and willing to listen. And he said, I'm doing the damn thing. He accumulates, and now the accumulation is ridiculous. But he put in the work. He deserves it. Everybody else sat on the sidelines and watched. He said, I'm doing this. And now he gets to be the success story and tell people. And then he goes out there, walks around and tells people, you know, I was buying these ETFs and you know, I'm able to get 4,000 shares and, you know, I kind of get like $2,000 per month. And they're going to say, well, how much did it cost you? Well, it cost me a pretty penny, but now I get $2,000 a month as long as this ETF is giving out dividends. If it's another 5 years, then it's going to be probably 5,000 to 10,000 per month. So I'm rolling with it. This is how you build wealth. And the dirty little secret, I'm going to tell you guys something. So he's entering into a situation where what I believe is going to happen in a short matter of 6 months or less, where they reduce the interest rate, assets go up, including the stock market. And what's going to end up happening is the value, if he's bringing in, let's just say $35,000 per annually, and I don't know what the shares would be. They could go down a little bit, but it doesn't really matter about that much. But he will be able to start leveraging if he wanted to, because they would say, well, wait a minute, he has these 4,000 shares, X amount of money. It brings in X amount of dollars every month. And then he can say, hey, you know what? He can start doing what Elon Musk does. He can just go, hey, can I get 30% of the value of this stuff? Because I want to go buy, and they'll figure out the value. And then they might say, well, we can give you 100,000 or something, because we know this is coming in and you're pledging it. So he has options, ladies and gentlemen, Plenty of them. So keep up the damn work. All right. So there's more than one way to skin a cat, though. We have other people that's doing the real estate game. All right. Buying more than one property, buying more than two. All right. So again, appreciation. You get to leverage it down the road, but you also get to rent it out and have revenue. And now you also can walk into the bank and be like, hey, man, I got 2 or 3 properties. I made like $150,000. The property value is X amount. Think I can get like 100,000, 50,000 to go do something. Buy another asset that makes money. They're going to say yes. But what should you do, though, is the question, right? If somebody's giving you freaking 60%, 40%, 30%, you might as well just say, let me put half of this in that, because that's coming back to you next week, next month, and for a long time, as long as they're paying dividends out. And then the other part, you should say, okay, let me go find another asset that's giving me something back immediately to pay this stuff back. So you can win 2 ways easily. So everybody's setting themselves up, and I'm loving it. We got the millionaires, the emerging millionaires are in the house. And I knew he might say something about this. There's beachfrontjava, ladies and gentlemen, .com. Everybody on podcast, beachfrontjava.com, SSN Lifestyle, all caps when you go there. All right. I know, man. I know, man. I didn't want to talk about Coney. It's also a YieldMax ETF. It's off the charts. It's like 60 some percent also. This is crazy. I don't know how long they're going to be. This is outrageous. Coney, C-O-N-Y. Yes, it's at YieldMax as well, ladies and gentlemen. It's Coinbase stuff. I just can't believe it, quite frankly. I just can't believe it. But that's incredible to get that type of share, isn't it? That's incredible. I didn't want to talk about it because then it makes it too easy and we never know what's going to happen, but it's Coinbase. Oh my God, go check it out. It's on the stock market. Robinhood, Webull, download your apps, or you can get E-Trade, Schwab, Fidelity. You can get a bunch of places you can get brokerage accounts. Go get them, get one. But imagine putting this in your 401k. And your 401k is growing. That's incredible. Just start thinking about it. All I'm saying. All right. Haha, Brian P. Yeah, man, it's out of control over there with Coney. All right. So how do you like it so far? Taxes, income, and more. Are you going to be ready for 2024? Hell yeah. A lot of you are already ready. What about, are you going to be ready at the end of the year, 2023? Well, you can get yourself ready because these next 2 weeks, the reason why the stock market and markets are going to start being a little different is because the stuff that they've lost on, they're going to sell so they can realize the loss to actually. So remember your losses, you can write off against your profits, right? So that's what they do. They go, damn, we lost $1 million on this stock. We'll just sell it. It'll count as an L, right? Just like people overpaid for homes. They sell it, but it's not a business, unfortunately. But if it was a business, they sell it. It lost 100,000, 150,000. You could actually write it off, which is funny. But if it was a business, you can do it. So there's advantages. And this is why you should always have a business if you can, because write-offs are different than personal. All right. So hopefully you guys understand that. I will. That's right. He's the man right now. He's making it happen. Along with the other emerging millionaires, they're making it happen. They're staying in tune, in touch with what's going on. Okay. Let me know what you guys are thinking so far. By the way, hopefully you guys saw that podcast on Cano Paz TV, aka Cano Paz America, aka SSN Nation, is in every house. More than you guys know. All right? More than you know. And it looks like there may be some more podcast materials coming out on Cano Paz America sometime next week. Why? Because we're probably going to be shooting something tomorrow. And what's going to be tomorrow? I'm going to give you a little preview. It's not set in stone yet. It all depends on if Gennaro is going to be with me on the podcast for Conopos TV. If he's not, then guess where we're going tomorrow? It's not Larimar. All right. It's something I talked about on Wednesday night. Paul Castillo, another investor, is here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And he has the icon next to his name. I appreciate it. And his tagline: good evening, my SSN Nation family. Good evening to you, Paul Castillo. I'm just tuning in. What did I miss? Oh, Paul Castillo, you missed that tax write-offs, especially for the real estate game that you are in. But it's okay. You can always hit rewind and you can get some of that content that can help you out, pay your taxes lower from this moment on, because you're going to be in the rental game, right? Okay, I'm just saying. So once again, what I talked with Conopos about was, if Gennaro's not available, I said, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go out to Simon Residences that I talked about the other day. This is what I love. Real estate comes in many different facets. You can turn some lemon into lemonade. And what do I mean by that is, whether this turns out for me, but I'm going to give an example because people have to think outside of the box more than what they may be thinking about. But we're going to walk through something and why. And I'm going to show you the video of the place right now. I'm going to actually have real videos tomorrow if we go out there, because if we go out there, then I'm going to do measurements. I'm going to do some other things, because you guys know you need that furniture package, right? That's right, because Oppian, we are going to have discussions this week, ladies and gentlemen. We have over 50 people who are buying pre-construction properties in Punta Cana or Dominican Republic. Total, it's probably 56, 50. Actually, I think we're approaching 59, almost 60. So we are together as a group. You'll be able to get discounts. So I'm going to be going out, measuring, doing whatever, and I'm going to see about the website, see what it looks like. And then you can get custom furniture at great prices, because you're going to be part of the SSN Nation. That's part of another reason I'm going to be going out there. But I'm about to play you this little video because I think I still have it queued up. I'm going to show you this. I'm just going to give you the laydown. It was Primavera 2, which is a residential condominium project. I'll give you some of the amenities, so everybody who's a real estate person or not a real estate person, what's to like. First up, it's gated, 24 hours security. All right, that's the first thing. Second things, what are some of the amenities? Okay, the property itself right now already has 3 pools on it. It's not finished. They have 3 pools, 1 basketball court, and one of the pools is right by the basketball court with their own little pergola or cabana type covering. All right. So you can put barbecue grills, eat there, whatever you want to do. Okay. So there's 3 of those. There's a fitness center. There's going to be a game room. They have not put in the fitness center or the game room. They have the buildings there, but they haven't put in the fitness center and the game room in the building yet. But that's what's coming. All right. This is a residential neighborhood. Now, inside these villas, residential neighborhood, they decided to put 3 condo buildings. It was supposed to be 2, but now it's 3. They are only 3 levels high, but I shouldn't say 3. It's 4 levels high, but it's 3 floors. All right. So you got 3. It doesn't really matter. There's 12 units because there's 2 buildings. Now, instead of 12 units, there's add another 4 or whatever, 16 units or whatever. Anyhow, they added another building. So they have 2 buildings, and now they added a 3rd building. All right. So originally they were supposed to only have 12 units. Well, now it's different, but whatever. So the 3rd floor is the high floor, the top floor in essence, and then the 3rd floor units have a terrace upstairs. The terrace can only be used by the 3rd floor owners. They're the only ones that's going to have a key. It's separate. Okay. So I'm giving you the start. It's also in Primavera 2. They have their own pool. They have their own pergola. You'll see some of it right here that they're creating right now, which means there's going to be barbecue grills, seating area within what they call Simon residences. So in actuality, the Simon residence people are going to not really care about the other 3 pools because they have their own pool. They're not going to care about the barbecue grill by the basketball court because they have their own. And they're not going to care about the seating lounge under the pergola. But some people may jog around, say, I want to play basketball. Some people may go around and say, I want to go to the game room and fitness center, which is cool. It's all in the same gated community. All right. Now, I'm going to roll tape and then we're going to talk about it because actually I'm giving you a little preview. If we do talk about this, this is something that's going to be talked about on Conifos TV because it's real estate. It's talking about real estate. We're talking about investing. We're talking about how to improve the value of your property. Oh, this is 3 minutes. I didn't realize how long it is. Okay, well, check this out, ladies and gentlemen. It shows Primavera. Then it's going to show. This is not finished yet. It's almost finished. But notice there's going to be a video that jerks around. That was done like 4 or 5 months ago. And then there's another pictures that I'm showing that's from about 1 month ago. And you'll see that it starts to get cleaned up. If you see the pictures, then you see the other picture jerking around. You'll see the walls aren't done and things like that. But that'll give you an idea of the unit. All the units are the same. All the 2-bedroom, 2-bath units look the same. It doesn't matter what floor you're on. All right? Just keep that in mind. They're only about, they supposed to have been about 800 and I think they were 77 square meters. So that means it should have been about 825, 835 square feet, but they seem smaller than that. So again, I'm going to measure. So we'll find out if I go out there, but I'm going to be going out there this week. Anyhow, so this is why I want to talk about this because we have people here who's thinking about investing and they may start going, well, Eric, you like those amenities. Yes, I do. But originally at 82,000, I was thinking a little differently. I was thinking, hey, I'm calling it the hideout. That's what I was calling it at the time because not everybody loves things like Larimar, Cruise on Land, Atlantida, all the activity going on. Some people just want to chill out. And I'm like, well, what better place to chill out than have your own deck up top? Nobody else can bother you. And once you're in, you're in. You have everything. You have the eats, drinks, be merry, and you can chill out. And it should be nice and quiet. Why should it be nice and quiet? Well, one of the reasons before I show the video is because I saw the master plan. Again, I talked about this on Wednesday. The master plan showed where villas were going to be and where the condo project was going to be. So then they showed where green areas were going to be. And so once again, it was strategic because I asked them, hey, I saw the renderings or the master plan, and it said that homes were going to be built up to where it showed where the lot was for the condos. And then you have green space on the right-hand side, on the other side of condo number 2, I'll say, is what it was at the time. And so my response to them was, they said, oh, you should get the one on the right side because that's going to be green area. I said, wrong. I said, that is showing area. It doesn't designate that it's going to be green area. I think they're going to build some more villas down that way. Or let's put it another way. I don't know what they're going to build down there, but I do know on the left side, they can only go 2 stories high. So if you pick the 3rd floor, you'll be able to see out over everybody. And since that has a penthouse, you definitely can see out over everybody on this particular side. Fast forward years later, you go out there, they have building 3 right next to building 2, and everybody in building 2 is blocked from building to see back across because all you're going to see is building 3. Just what I told them possibly could happen. So again, This is why you just can't go by what realtors say. You have to study. You have to understand what's going on in the project when you want to pick something and you have something in your head. All right. Right. Now let's roll tape. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you go. You get the lay of the land. So this is a great real estate discussion. All right. Because some people, what do you see when you see a 2-bedroom? And by the way, there's stairs, there's no elevator. You're on the 3rd floor. And then you don't enter the terrace upstairs through the unit. It's outside. You walk up your own set of stairs. Anybody can walk up the stairs, but you're the one that has the key to the terrace. All right. So it's your terrace in actuality. It's entitled to you. It's your terrace. So now I'm going to set some things up. He says, Eric, I need a startup for the write-off. This is true. This is very true. Hold on tight. You don't want to miss Monday. It's Money Making Monday, Shark Tank edition. Just saying. All right. Shark Tank edition. Opportunity knocks. Just keep this in mind. Taxes. Yes, exactly. I know exactly what you mean. That's the only thing that counts. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Real estate talk. So what did you guys see? You saw a 2-bedroom, 2 bathrooms on one level. Then upstairs on a terrace, you saw something, right? Which was, I wish I had pictures of it. I don't have renderings of it initially. But what I want to tell you is something I mentioned on Wednesday. It actually has the cement roof on the terrace. All right. And it has cement half walls where there's an opening on each side. So they put what, 3 or 4 feet of wall, and then there's an opening. And then on the one next side over, another opening, and then on the other side, there's another opening. All right. So in essence, what I mentioned on Wednesday, what are you going to do? Me, if I do it, we're putting a door there on all sides. We're making it a studio unit, queen size beds, or queen with the sofa sleeper, maybe a pool table up there. I don't know yet, but that would be something to think about. All right. It's enclosed. That means it's a studio unit, which means it's a bedroom, which means now you turned a 2-bedroom, 2-bath into a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, and you still have terrace space up top because terrace is around 700 square feet. You still have around 500 square feet left, 450 square feet left. That's where the barbecue grill is going to go. Yeah, there's a barbecue grill downstairs, but there's nothing like people when they stay somewhere having their own, right? So that's going to be up there. There's nothing like saying, hey, there may even be a little bar up there of some sort. Who knows? But the sky is the limit. You have a blank canvas, but the key factor is a 3rd bedroom and a 3rd full bathroom is already up there. It comes with the full bath up on the terrace and the structure. So all you have to do is put some sort of doors on there. Now you have 3 bedrooms, 3 baths. That is major. Why is it major? Because, see, we're about to go do something right here, ladies and gentlemen. You want to be an investor? You got to do homework. You want to be an emerging millionaire? You should be doing homework. It's now December. It's going to be January coming up. And busted from the screen here. But yeah, I noticed. Thank you, Brian P. I know I'm freezing up, man. I can tell, unfortunately. What I'm going to do, hopefully it straightens itself out. I'm going to do Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to put in, let's see, I'm not going to put in Christmas, New Year's. I'm just going to put in like January 18th, 2024 till January 25th. I think that's reasonable. And I'm going to put in, we'll just do 4 guests. All right. We'll make this simple for you. Not going to make it crazy. We'll make it simple for you so you can see it yourself. I want you to understand this is what you should be studying. All right. Come on. Let's get it on screen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it on. It should be popping up, but for some reason it doesn't want to come. Oh, okay. I have to add it. My fault. Should have done automatic. Let's see. It's not coming up. Okay, there we go. All right, here we go. I already put in January 18th to the 25th, 4 guests. Look at this. Look at this. Plenty of spots. Plenty. Nothing crazy. Plenty. $117, $167. 2 bedrooms, Beautiful villa, $67. I can't even, oh, that's Epic. Okay. They built Epic. Here goes something else. Golden Gate Villa, downtown, $68. 117. Nope. Primavera 2, 3-bedroom, 117 a night, but they got 5 beds. So that means they probably have bunk beds in some of the rooms. That's about the only way you can have it that way. Let's go look. So look at that, 117, and they have a 3-bedroom, 2.5-bath villa. So it's not looking like overwhelming. Prices aren't really crazy, right? But then again, how much did these things? Oh, this 3-bedroom costs these people about 103,000, 110,000, because that's at Primavera. Because I know since it's built, they probably got it like 3 years ago. $60 is also a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1-level home, also in Primavera. So again, you're saying, Eric, that's not that great. Here we go again, 150, organic luxury, nothing major. It's in the neighborhood. This might be Vista Cana. I don't know. But nonetheless, there's nothing outrageous. Look at this. You can even stay by the beach for 119, 126 a night. It's not outrageous, right? Let's see what happens, though, when we start doing this. Let's go up to 8. Okay? 8 people. Let's see if anything changes. Well, there's a slight change. We have a 315 entry, but that's an outlier. Nice house. So that's why it's an outlier. 181, 170. Notice these are all villas all over the place. 122 is not bad, but it's available. San Juan Lakes. Okay. Nice. Okay. So look. You're noticing how many places are available. $291. Look at these prices. 161. Not bad. But what 10? That is going to make things more interesting. 10. Let's see what happens. So when you have a 3-bedroom, 3-bath, how does it work? You have 3 bedrooms, and if you have a separate unit, such as something on a terrace, you can have a sofa sleeper or 2 queen beds, but you're always going to have a sofa sleeper in the 2-bedroom portion. But look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 370, 356, 383, 332. 4 bedrooms increase, 82 grand. I think you're not going to mind renting even at 191. And you damn sure going to start thinking about, should it not be around 200 and something, even if it is a condo, which is a condo right here. 5 bedrooms, 16 beds. Wow, that's incredible. Look at this. Drastic change. Villas, right? So you have to understand what you are looking at, and you can change things into whatever you want. All right, looks like I'm freezing up, ladies and gentlemen. That may have something to do with the Punta Cana feed, the Wi-Fi feed. All right, well, we're going to end it up with that. Hopefully, I'm going to do something else. Let me just take this down now and get back to it. But yes, this is something we may be talking about on Condo Plus America if Gennaro is not available tomorrow. So you guys already have a preview of it. Also, I want to say before I freeze up, do not miss Monday, the Shark Tank Monday. All right. You're going to have an opportunity to get involved with something, and maybe not that night, but you will be able to ask questions, and what you think about it will be very, very interesting. All right. So keep that in mind. And let me know if there's anything else you want to talk about, because you guys got to get ready for the end of this year. And what I mean, I don't mean by partying. I mean by preparing yourself for your taxes for 2024. That's what you need to do. So when Brian P says, I need to start a business, okay, it's $5,000 straight off the bat, no questions asked. All right. It's deductible. Okay. They want to give professional advice. Let me go see here if somebody gives me the 5,000. Well, so somebody's giving the amortization table. I was just looking something here. I'll just do this. I'll put 5,000, so then it'll probably trigger it for the tax write-off. There we go. I knew it would trigger it. Say we do the damn thing, so we just have to put in what we want. I was trying to be nice about it, but I figured I'll just put the 5,000, so then it'll just come up. Don't have to worry about it. All right, here you go. Here you go. Investopedia and your tax professional can help you with this, but I'm about to show it. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. How to take business startup deductions. Although you may be able to deduct certain startup costs associated with your business, limits may apply. Yes, business expenses incurred during the startup phase are capped at $5,000 deduction in the first year. My. How about that? Oh, and by the way, the 5,000 is standard. So it's not a, what do you call it? It's not going to trigger where they're going to be looking into your taxes. All right. Because it's 5,000 is the thing. If you sat up there and put in 20,000, that would trigger an audit situation. So they give you the 5,000 anyhow. So it's no biggie. Do the 5. But when you start trying to take more than that, they're just like, I don't know. I don't know about that. We're giving you the $5,000, so take that. Just saying. And it's that simple. I mean, come on. It's that simple. Cost incurred for setting up legal measures or business systems for the chosen business structure. Professional advice on the sustainability of potential business. Yada, yada, yada. All of it. All right. You guys can do your own research. It's that simple. Just giving you some tea leaves so you can go check it out. All right. Paul Castillo. Yes, I am in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic as we speak. 80 degrees out. La Bruja tonight. Yes. Excellent as usual. Saw my man Jaime in the house, the supervisor at La Bruja. Let him know when you go there. SSN Nation sent you. And look for Jaime. Nice guy. All right. So there you go. Yes, Paul Castillo. We're in the house. So the next few days, I'm going to be somewhat busy. And it looks like, again, I'm waiting on a green light. So we'll have the SSN Lifestyle Club here in the Dominican Republic, licensed, regulated here to start the adventure. Yes, it looks like it might go down. It's going to go down. What am I saying? It's going to go down. I have a feeling it's going down. All right. And then there will be another opportunity, but it's not going to be an opportunity to make money. This is all about returning something, that property that I'm showing you. If things go like they should, then that property is going to be turned into a right to use lifestyle where there's going to be 12 weeks of use for 20 years, $400 to $500 per year. I haven't said it yet. I haven't figured out the number yet, but it's $400 or $500 a year. You get to stay there for 1 week, up to 1 week. You'll be able to probably split the weeks into 3 or 4 or 7. So you can always come back later. If you don't want to stay 7, then you can do 3, 4. And it won't be that much. So you can rent it out. make some money as well because you can rent any week except for holidays. And I'm not talking about DR holidays. I'm talking about main holidays such as Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Holy Week. 2 Holy Weeks is going to be blocked. And that means what, 5? There may be a 6th that I'm not really thinking about right now, but I'm not thinking about blocking February, the President's Week, or, anything like that. But, a person will be able to go or rent it, make some money from that, or rent it out or go. And you can send your family, you can send friends, whatever, for your use. And at the same time, it's going to expand. There's going to be some other things coming down the pipe. That's just the first thing that's going down. That's the first lever. There's going to be more. Okay. So we're still down here working, making sure we're going to have some awesome deals. And it's going to end up being the SSN lifestyle that I wanted. And so now it's going down, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, Eric. Yes, Paul Castillo. Once again, I am in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. We're going to be here making things happen. That's right. Making things happen. It's going down this week. Podcasts. Of course, not the SSN Nation podcast, other podcasts, Canopos TV podcast. Yes, shown around the world, ladies and gentlemen. SSN Nation worldwide. All right. And the other things. We are going to be talking about Shark Tank on Monday. Another opportunity. SSN Lifestyle, Ring of Fire situations coming. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. And all I can tell you is the situation, if you like it, you're going to really love the contractual situation. It's unlike anything that you probably have seen personally, anything that you would be able to even touch personally, because the only time you hear this is by Mr. Wonderful, Mark Cuban, right? Those are the guys who you hear on Shark Tank doing deals like what I'm about to describe, where they would say, hey, I will give you $500,000 and I want 20% of your company. And then the people will back it up saying, hey, man, I ain't going to give up 20% of my company. That's crazy. And then Mr. Wonderful will chime in and he say, no worries. I'm just giving you the debt facility. I'll give you the 500,000. I don't want 20%. What I want is I want checks to come in perpetuity to the amount that you pay me back. And then after you hit that, I want 1% per month or 1% of the business annually. I'm just saying. So how would you like to have a Mr. Wonderful deal? Something along those lines. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss Shark Tank Monday. All right? I'm just saying. Here we go. Eric, since you're in the kind of tell us the latest on Larimar and Cruise on Land. Okay, I just showed up. I'm a little tired. I just showed up, ladies and gentlemen, just showed up. Landed at like 1:30. The fastest I ever went through immigration was less than 25 minutes. Didn't even get baggage inspection. I shouldn't even be saying it. I went right through, basically. No fingerprints, no nothing. You're just like, oh, we seen you. I meant go crazy. So the fastest I've ever been. Didn't have to go through lines, went around. It was crazy. So then I went straight over to see Glennie Hatchie Cuevas, lawyer. That's Gennaro's wife. One of the top lawyers in all the Dominican Republic as well. Start doing an LLC, otherwise known as an SRL. Simple. But I needed her, again, we discussed exactly what I wanted to do and things of that nature. She says, yes. And by the way, I'm putting some other stuff for you where you can actually be a developer. You can actually go out here and do a lot of things. under your business that we're going to structure after you've explained exactly what you're going to be doing. I said, you're damn right. She goes, yes, you can do that here. And I said, yeah, I can do that in America too. But here, you got pre-construction everywhere. This is beautiful. And you have a lot of jungle still. It's like open season around here if you're into the real estate game. So I want to play. So she's going to put it all in there for me. She said she can do it. And SSN Nation members, you know, we're always taken care of when we go to the right people in the Dominican Republic. You guys know this. So Larimar. Okay. Here's the latest on Larimar. Larimar says, yes, Eric, we got some paper. In fact, I talked to Larimar's legal department today. He was there to clarify, hey, man, did you get those papers finally? He says that, yeah, he says everything's signed. We just haven't received them yet. So we're not doing anything this month. He goes, we have to start in January now. I'm like, man, you're cutting it kind of close. But he says it's probably going to start in January. So I said, okay, but it was probably going to start in December too. But we'll see what happens when January comes. After January, I then would start being a little bit concerned myself on the delivery dates in a year and a half. That's all I'm going to say. If we're talking this September 2025, a year and a half to build first phase, they're acting like no big deal. But at this point, I'm thinking it's a big deal. All right. And it's the holidays. So how much is going to be done? Cruise on land. I'm not going out to cruise on land. The reason why I'm not going to cruise on land is because we got video from a week ago, last Thursday. And it's basically the models. It's weird. I don't, cruise on land is going to be one of those cool projects, but I just don't like how they do things. They put in models, but their models aren't done. They don't have the kitchen appliances in their models. They haven't finished all their cabinet work and all that. And I'm like, how are you guys like breaking ground? Meaning all they're doing is digging some stuff, have a bulldozer moving stuff. And then you don't even have your models done after they started in January, February, moving dirt to do the models. And it's taken them a year to do freaking 2 models in a building, a concrete building that's only 1 level. I'm like, if this is how long you're going to take, how are you going to make up this whole 5-6 level stuff in like a year and a half to 2 years? I mean, I'm like, I'm lost at this. So I'm like, maybe they know something I don't know, but they are moving some dirt with bulldozers at Cruise on Land as we speak. But I'm like, that doesn't count for me. I need to see something else. Bulldozers, some little rock breakers. I'm like, I don't see cement trucks pouring foundations is all I'm trying to say, or getting beams sent down. I need more than just that. I'll get excited when I see somebody rolling around with cement trucks, got cranes popping off and doing all kind of things like that. Then I'll be a little more relieved. And that counts for Larimar and Cruise on Land. All right. So that's the only news I can tell you right now, man. There's nothing else about it. There is some more news on Larimar. Curtis Davis, Mr. Financial, is here. Welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. He has the icon next to his name, and he brings his tagline this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, SSN family. Good evening to you, Curtis Davis. And you guys know what's missing? It's the ABMM. Always be making money. TM. His trademark, and his trademark, Mr. Financial, but on YouTube, in these YouTube streets, he's known as Chili Davis. That's right. Chili Davis gives updates throughout the day for stocks, news, crypto. That helps you, ladies and gentlemen. No guru zone, doesn't charge. He helps you. So just go over and subscribe. Click the all notification bell so then you will get the updates. At least I get the updates for when he posts what's been happening for the day. I don't get the updates for when he posts videos no more, but I get posts for when he's sending out some leads for you to check out. So go show some love, please, at Chili Davis with 2 L, CHILLY Davis, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Now, Larimar. Mo Better, you went to La Bruja already? You damn right, Mo. First stop. That's where we ate at. Got this. Let me see. What did we get? Oh, the nachos, the chicken nachos, off the charts as usual. Then was like, okay, I'm not really that hungry, but I'm kind of hungry still. Then got that big ass burger that they have, not the one with the egg on it, but the one with the Angus hamburger and pulled pork. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's a thing at La Bruja. The thing is damn near, it's got to be like 7 inches wide, 8 inches round, something like that. Chop it in half is all I could eat with fries. You can actually get other stuff too, but with fries it comes with, or you can get it with vegetables, I would imagine, but fries was fine. So, and some drinks and all good. So the fam's there. Jaime's there. All right. Ronaldo's there. Yeah, the fam's there. So we saw these guys. It was all good. You're damn right. That's the number one stop. I'm just saying. Now they're telling me next door at Tribole is something to die for as well. So maybe I'll have to go next door to Tribole just to give them a try. But that's right. La Bruja was in the house, in my mouth. I'm loving it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That's the spot as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's get down with other news regarding Larimar. January, they're claiming they're going to break ground. And if they say in January it's going to be February, then I'm starting to think something's wrong. All right, I'm like, come on, man. Just tell us what's going down. All right. Okay, I'm going to let me see. I have this picture here. And there's something that came up today. In fact, there's more than something. I'm going to show it to you because I just realized, if I'm not mistaken, they emailed it to me. I forgot all about it. That picture you see on the screen, look at the building that has the rectangle and it's in white. Somebody tell me what they see behind the building was. Retail building. So it could have like a mini mart, grocery store, it could have a pharmacy, it could have a salon. They haven't, because it's open, somebody could come and start their business. All right. But you see behind that building with the white top, next All right, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like I'm going to be back here for a second. This is crazy. So, what I'm trying to say is hopefully you guys can hear me. Now, behind that building, which I can't find the PowerPoint that they sent to me, which is weird, um, it's a pool. That's right. Behind the building is actually a pool, and it looked like it's the length of the building. They have a seating area and they have a pergola at one end, and then the pool runs the whole length. I was just like, are you kidding me? They zoomed in and said, yeah, there's a pool back here. I was like, that's incredible. So there's a pool between the towers, meaning Paradise Towers and Prime Towers. There's a man-made beach behind Breeze Towers. And things are going pretty quickly. There was 2 people came in to go up to the cliff while I was there today that is looking to buy at Larimar. They're driving up to the cliff, getting to see what we saw, which was pretty awesome. And the other thing is wait, is this not on? What's happening here? Hold on a second. Oh, it's still on. Okay. So they zoomed in and I was like, that looks like a pool down there. Is that for real? They're like, yeah. I said, okay, send me that PowerPoint. I want it. I want to see this. I can't believe it. I said, this is something new. And Juan Andreas and the team the guys weren't there. So it was a surprise on me because they weren't there. I was like, okay, I'm going to go surprise these guys today. But they were not in the house. Neither was Danny, wasn't there. I was like, damn, nobody's here except this lady that helped me. And then Mo's friend was there, and he was actually helping to translate because the lady that was there really didn't speak English. So it was very interesting. So it looks like I don't have it. Yeah, this is a bummer, ladies and gentlemen. I wanted to show you the pool, so I didn't get the PowerPoint. That's a bummer. But anyhow, that's the newest update. Oh, and Tower 4 all sold out. Tower 4 all sold out. I do not have a penthouse in Tower 4. In fact, there's no penthouses left except in Breeze Tower. Breeze Tower and Horizon. Those are the penthouses left. They're all both, well, one's 380, one's 407,000. So these are only 1900 square feet penthouses. So those prices seem to be a little out of whack for me. All right. They're worth it, yes. But when you start getting to the upper threes, now all of a sudden that changes when you're talking 400 G's. Come on. Now you're thinking, well, then buy a lot at the golf course for 105 and build a 3,500 square foot house. It's going to be worth 700,000 or something on the golf course. I mean, that's where you start going with this. If you're going to start thinking about spending 400 G's for a condo, even though it is a penthouse, still, it's nothing special when you don't have really that good of views. But we'll see what happens. I'm in negotiations for something else. Some people have more than one unit that's there, and they happen to have some penthouses. So I'm trying to see if somebody's going to give theirs up. We'll see. But not at the 400 G's price, because that's a no-go zone. That's past the 300,000 threshold already, past the 350,000 threshold, so it makes no sense. You can buy other properties and get a greater return or equal return for a little bit less. So, all right. So it looks like I don't have the PowerPoint. I was going to show you the pool behind the building. That means there's 3 pools right here. This is incredible. I'm just like in shock by this because I was like, wait, what's this pool doing here? So, all right, January. Okay, yeah, a little concerning. Let's keep a close eye on this for January. You got that right. They So the other part to this other news is they have here. Let me get this picture off the board. They have the cranes and equipment's already ready to go. So that's the good news. It's sitting ready to go. They apparently don't have approval for a building yet. I mean, not building, but there's some piece of paper or something that they can't get started with yet. So we're going to find out. In fact, I'll talk with Gennaro tomorrow, hopefully, or the next day. And I'm going to point blank ask him. Gennaro had to leave early today. He was taking care of his mother. She had had to go see a doctor, and the doctor's in the same building. So he had to leave and go get her. She's in a wheelchair and things like that. So he had to take her to the appointment. So I wasn't able to talk with him directly after I talked to Larimar. And so I'm going to talk with him and be like, hey, man, what's happening? We got almost, if you talk in September, that's a year and a half from now. Well, a little more, about a year and 9 months, a year and 11 months. I'm still like, I'm not liking that timeline. I'm liking that's like that's pressing, which could mean quality issues. We don't want quality issues. Although this is the CEO's baby of Claire HP. This is his baby. This project is his baby. He decided to come up with this. He wants to have his signature project. He's helping Noval. He's helping Jesprone and Capcana to build their awesome projects that nobody even know Claire HP is building their structure. They're like, we're going to make this our own. And the guy's relentless with adding these unique features there that's going to make things seem like you're at a resort all the time. It's going to be crazy. But yeah, I'm getting a little concerned, and I'm going to be real concerned, quite frankly, when if February comes around and nothing's happening. That's my break point right there. A year and 7 months, no. And what makes me, and then I'll talk about it at that point. But in my head, I'm like, hey, man, you got me on a timeline. I also have me no penalty. You guys were telling me, oh, hey, we always finish on time for our project stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, well, it's not this is one thing not in the contract. No penalty for not being on time, although contracts have penalties, but the developers never pay the penalties anyhow, and they get away with it. But the point I'm trying to make is that was one of the things. What happens when you don't get there? Start this on time, but you're expecting me to pay on time. I'm just like, hold on a second. Okay? So there's where we're going to have a discrepancy. That's when the love affair is going to start taking a turn. Be like, hey, man, first you told me there was going to be a model up here in the summer. Then you're going to tell me there was going to be a model sometime later this year. Then you're going to tell me we're going to groundbreak in December. Now I might hear it's January. Clearly, it's going to be January. It's Christmas. It's almost Christmas time. Nothing's going to jump off from the legal standpoint from the courts starting in about probably 3 or 4 days from now. They're probably going to be at recess or shortened hours or something. So that's not going to make it, very nice. So yeah, if it rolls into February and I don't see some groundbreaking, hey. But quite frankly, don't worry. Just so you guys know, I'm actually going over there again next week. I'm purposely. I told them I came up there to bust their balls about this. Really, not that they may say it's not in our hands or it has to do with the whatever governmental agency, but at the same time, hey, you're running out of time. You're skipping on out, when you start talking about the rectangle white retail building at Larimar Dam. Yeah, just so can't hear you. No audio. Jeez, what's the hell? We got no audio out here now? Hold on a second. Okay, I'm showing audio, so hopefully this is the old message. Hopefully I'm all good. The white that behind the building is a pool. Yes, they're putting a pool right behind that retail center. There's going to be a pool there. I'm just like, I don't, it's kind of crazy. So hopefully you can hear me on that. And I'm going to cut out, ladies and gentlemen, because I am getting a little tired. I can't hear you. No sound now. Okay, that's not All right, hold on. All right, there we go. Hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit better. Can't hear you, no sound. Hopefully you guys can hear me now. Eric, I wish Larimar could change from concrete balcony to glass like the newer towers for better views. Man. You're talking about prime. Talking about prime towers. If you can hear me. I don't know. It's one of those, it all depends on what you like, quite frankly. Prime towers, those slats are covering your balcony. So this is what Paul Castillo's talking about on the prime towers. Next over, you see the breeze towers, and the breeze towers, you guys can see, it looks like they have clear glass, so you can see through. So it's one of those catch-22s. Sometimes you might think privacy, other times you might think viewing pleasure because you can see through the glass. So it's a catch-22 depending on how you feel. But yeah, Paul Castillo feels like he would rather have glass. Now, and I'm the opposite. Quite frankly, I'm the opposite. There's a reason I'm the opposite, but it has nothing to do with aesthetics. It has to do with it's personal. It's not some other, most people would probably like glass. But for me, I don't want glass because when I come out on my patio balcony and I'm just in, let's just say I rolled out with some shorts, some pajama bottoms or something, or, just who knows, maybe I'm doing some shenanigans that day. So I have a little privacy of 2-3 feet versus the glass. People can always see you from towers around you. So there's a slight difference, and they can see through. If you have glass, you can see through parts of your condo and things like that. So if you're on a lower level, you might not really like having glass see through or anything like that, but everybody has their own. I'd rather have the slats where I can sit down in my living room and pretty much I'm covered. And then when I stand up and I want to go out to the patio area, then I can see over any house. So that's the way I've always looked at it. I've never looked at it one way or another, quite frankly. But I prefer the slats. I prefer prime towers versus the open balconies. Nothing wrong with open balconies, but and I know why. Another reason he might be saying that is because he may be thinking of the ocean view. If you're up front or you have partial ocean views, you can actually see through the glass. So that would give a little bit of, more of a value if you can see through the glass. But I personally like the privacy myself. Not that I'm doing anything crazy. It's just that I'm not one to, if I live there, see, that's the other thing. I'm not going to live there. If it's for rental purposes, then yeah, people might like a clear balcony. They might like that. So that's, it is what it is. It's first phase. Who knows, Paul Castillo? Maybe they'll say clear. Could be a thing, right? I doubt it, but never know. Either way, you can't go wrong. But as of right now, they're just making it straight up. It looks like it's going to be blocked. A certain portion, whether it's 1-2 feet higher, it's going to be blocked. So we'll see. But I think that's what's going to happen. They may change their mind. They still can. They can make all the towers the same if they wanted to. Make them all clear. But who knows? I don't mind it. Other people will. Eric, the Paradise Tower penthouses are sold out already as well? No. The Breeze penthouses aren't sold out. The Paradise Tower penthouses aren't for sale. And the Breeze penthouses are going according to plan. Like I told everybody, one's going to be 400 and some thousand. One's going to be around 380, 390. That puts them over the thing, over the top for me. They're only 1,800. One of them's 1,900 square feet. One of them's 1,800 and something square feet. That's it. The terrace, or I don't know if it's a terrace, but there's 1,100 square feet, 1,200 square feet of terrace or balcony. I don't know which one they're going to do, but that's pretty large. I'd rather have, they can take off 600 square feet and put it inside the building. And now you have 2,400 square feet or something. Now you might start thinking, okay, that could be worth 390, 400 and some thousand. But 1,700 square feet, that's already over 2,000 a square meter. That doesn't, so we're at 2,500 per square meter. That's starting to get up there. Ariam Kaye, another real estate investors in the house. He's a emerging millionaire too, by the way. And welcome to the SSN Nation Friday Night Live stream. He says his tagline, good evening, SSN family. Big dog Ariam Kaye is in the house. Best live YouTube and best host, my boy Eric B, a.k.a. the King. Oh, I love that. You know, I love that. Thank you so much. Let's make money. Let's talk investments. That's what we're doing, Ariam Kaye. Very, very happy to see you. And Ariam Kaye, I'm on the soil of the Dominican Republic as we speak. Late night. That's right. Late night DR time. Sitting here in a one-bedroom Airbnb over in Los Corrales, ladies and gentlemen. That's right. Very nice. They got the funky stuff, though, I got to admit. Okay, it's kind of weird. I mean, geez. And by the way, this unit has a door that's not plumbed properly for the bedroom door. I couldn't believe it. It's a no-vol property. That means up to 1 year to fix it, but I'm just like, whoa, how are they going to fix this one? I mean, it's doable, but that means they're going to have to shave the doors or do something. I mean, it's off. Way off. It's not even a line straight up and down. It's sideways, so it could be a hinge. I haven't looked at it. It could be something as simple as a hinge, which would make more sense because everything else, they're fit and finish on all the doors and everything is fine except for this particular one. So it might just be a hinge on the door. So I'll keep you guys posted on the next live. I'll let you know. I'll look into it. Maybe I'll fix it for them. Who knows? If it's something that's simple. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Ariam Kaye in the house. Not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, not six, not seven real estate properties. He's saying, I need 8, I need 9. He's his own corporation at this point. That's what he's doing. He's saying, I'm just doing what I need to do in the Dominican Republic, making it happen. Very, very proud of him making it happen, ladies and gentlemen. And he has assets that already has appreciated significantly. And speaking of that, there's an update. I don't know if I mentioned on Wednesday. Yes, I did. I think I did briefly. I spoke to an appraiser. That's right. I spoke to the appraisers. And it's almost, this particular appraiser is like the United States. They go by the sale price in the neighborhood. They go by like properties that may not be in the neighborhood. So let me give you something because Ariam Kaye owns at the beach. All right. This was very, very interesting. The appraiser said the quality of materials at the beach was better than the first phase quality at Vistacana. He said there's a difference. I was like, wait, aren't the same cabinets, countertops, and everything basically they're the same MDF type stuff? He's like, yeah, but the rest of the stuff is not up to par with the beach. He goes, now the newer things that are being delivered, it's up to par. So the interesting thing he said about the beach was, which I thought was wild, but they have a reason. The beach is sitting there with no amenities other than their beach. And I said, well, how are you evaluating this stuff at around 1,500 to 2,000 a square meter? Basically, it was around 1,500. 1,500, 1,750, somewhere in there. So he says they rate neighborhoods. So he's ranking the beach just like somewhat like Punta Cana Village or something. So I was like, okay, but he says there's like a 30%. He started giving percentages off and differences. He says it's not going to be the full value, but that's what we use. And then we take off because it's not actually the same value. And he's like 30%. So he goes, yeah, I can, if you would have got, there was a three bedroom with a maid's quarters to make it a 4-bedroom, 4.5 bath, I think it was. In fact, that's the one that I was going to get at one time. And it went at, I think it was 197 initially, 178, something like that. Then it was 205, then it was 235, then it was like 255 over the course of a year and a half. The prices changed that dramatically. He says that's worth anywhere from 340 to 370. I was like, that's interesting. So it's 1,500 square feet, by the way. So as you already probably figured out, that's more than 2,000 a square meter. So in my head, I'm listening to him tell me, and I'm like, okay, that's the beach. I'm like, they don't have anything right now. He goes, yeah, but they have sales in there. So when he said they have sales at those between 340 and 370, he shows that's how we got the value. And then we pick their quality. All of this goes into play. We have to measure the unit, and we then go by the square foot, because like I've been telling you guys, all units, they are not the right measurements. So when somebody says the unit, like the beach did it themselves, they said, let's say a 2-bedroom is 88 square meters. They're including the balcony. It's not really 88 square meters unless you're including the balcony. I don't like counting outside. And that brought us to the villa question. When I asked him, well, then what do you do on villas then? He goes, oh, we measure the actual inside of the building. I was like, but but the condos, you register it with the balconies? I was like, what? Okay. He goes, yeah, because you walk out on it or some, I can't really remember. We're going to have them on, I hope. So, but I thought it was fascinating that the villas, they measure inside. They don't count the outside like a lot of people do. Just like in America, you don't count the outside of your house. That's ridiculous. You only count the square footage inside the house, and they measure it. And so it cost, I thought it was a bit steep, but hey, it was $300. $350. I think it's $300 for a person. If you said, hey, I want you to inspect my home or appraise my home, it was $300. For a business, if you're a developer or need it for the bank, then they charge $350. They charge like $50 more. And I was like, what difference does it make? But apparently you got to sign some papers and do something with the bank. So they charge an extra $50. But $350. So that gives you an idea. You can have something appraised yourself, $300. I'm sure there's other appraisers around here that's less. But $300 is about the going rate. At least it used to be in America. So $300 to me is normal. Can't blame them. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully that helps you out. Hopefully we'll have them on. Eric, the Paradise Towers Penthouse sold out already. No, they're not, as I've already said. Thank you for asking. That's right. I love making money. Exactly. You're going to be making money, man. He's got some of the properties in the right strategic locations. E, you back now. I can hear you well. Thank you so much, Mo. Yeah, we just need a little clean out. I prefer the privacy too, E, for the same reasons. Exactly, man. Exactly. Like I said, that's how I look at it. Now, if we talking about the glass balcony being able to black out at the push of a button, oh yeah, now that's a different story. Talk to JA, Eric. Now, see, Mo, trying to do some of that Asian stuff, huh? Yeah, I hear you, man. I hear you. I like it. I like it. That would make it unique, wouldn't it? That would be unique. In fact, why not all the glasses? But that would cost more money. But that would be sick. I have to admit, that would be cool. On demand. Yep. The beach units went up more than double. Bliss Trail at Punta Cana more than double. And not only 2 of my properties. I still have 6 more to go. Love making money. See, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ariam Calle, smart, getting in early. Early and often. So you see right there, he still has 6 more to go. But look, he owns it. Bliss Trails, double. And Bliss Trails at Punta Cana. The beach, double. I'm trying to think what he means by double. Wait, Ariam Kaya, you got the didn't you get the penthouse unit? And the funny thing is, I think the penthouse unit was I don't know, he would know better. Was the penthouse unit, was it 195 or 2020? It was like, I can't remember what it was. Was it 235? But if it is, he's right, it's double. Because it's 500 and something. Ladies and gentlemen. 500 and something. 540, 550, something crazy, which makes sense. So Paul Castillo, he likes it the other way around. He says glass balcony gives it a more modern look. Okay. All right. Let's see. I like Prime Towers. I think they're going to stand out. I think it's unique. Yeah, the Prime Towers is the one with the white slats. I think that's unique. But everybody likes their own. He wants that clear. And like I said, you gotta best of both worlds. Some people will say leave it. Some people will say I want it clear. And then we have a Mo Better who says, hey, just push a button, make it tint out, keep it clear, have your choice. I kind of like that though. I do. I like that because that would be the best of both worlds. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? Push a button, blackout, or push a button, clear. That would be sick right there. That'd be a feature that, would be pretty awesome. And everybody else would then be wanting it, right? Everybody that has a clear would say, oh, hey, hold on. We want that feature. Everybody would want that feature. That wouldn't just be a prime thing. Everybody would be bitching if they actually had one. That'd be sweet, though, I have to admit. Oh, man, that'd be awesome. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to wrap it up. I'm a little bit tired this evening, so I got to roll out of here. I got some entertainment that I got to do tomorrow, potentially. Might be podcast for Conopas America. We might be talking several different things. Let me look at the agenda. Maybe I'll run some more videos. Let's see what we got. My numbers are so off. I just ran all the YouTube numbers. I was off. Okay. All right. Let's see. Yeah, I knew you were off on those numbers, man. Okay. Thanks, Mo. Appreciate it, man. All right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have to wrap it up. Make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you come back on Monday night because it's the Shark Tank edition, the Money Making Monday live stream. You got something to see that may be very good for you to get involved with. So we'll have somebody presenting it. Oscar will be here, and this is going down. In fact, I might as well just take full disclosure. I am in with this project too. I'm not an owner or nothing like that. I'm going to be consulting with them, but I'm in. So just giving you heads up, just so you know. Why? Because it's Shark Tank. When somebody tells me equity, I say, hey, what? Oh, my ears perk up. Wait a minute. Hold on a second. You say equity? What's happening here? Okay. You say equity, I'm listening. My ears perk up. I like it. Okay, so don't miss Monday. I'm telling you right now. All right. We're going to go over the demo. We're going to go over the code and everything is proprietary. Nobody else has it. It's not like you can go get it knocked off or he bought it from somebody else and all this and everybody can have it. It's actually coded individually. It's not like something you can just pull off of a shelf or get it from somebody else. Somebody can probably try to duplicate. Yeah, it's possible, but unlikely because the coding that's needed is pretty spectacular and it takes some time. So again, don't want to miss this because you'll feel it. Some of you may say, no. Some of you may say, yeah, that's pretty cool. But you'll have an opportunity. All right. So don't miss 8:50 p.m. Monday. That's right. We're going live. And don't miss any surprises during the course of the next week. There should be some new video coming out, I don't know, in the next day or two about some new shenanigans going on here. But hey, everybody's in the house. We're going to go see the number one salesman, Ho Chi. That's right. Apartamentos RD. Our man Ho Chi Minh. That's right. Number one gala this past weekend, yesterday, in fact, he was honored the number one salesperson, ladies and gentlemen, for this year. That's right. Mr. Astacio, Ho Chi Minh Astacio, number one salesman for Apartamentos RD. Gotta love it. Gotta give him props. All right. So stay tuned. It's going to be a little fun this week because, again, Conopas America, whether it's going to be with Gennaro, whether it's going to be without him, whether I'm going to talk about some real estate, that's for starters. We still have more. SSN Lifestyle, Punta Cana, Real Estate Investors and Business Forum, May 10th through the 15th. There's more coming, ladies and gentlemen. That's going to be resolved. And I already know who's coming. I know one person who's coming for sure. All right. And I don't mean coming by SSN Lifestyle. I know one musician who's coming, and you guys know who it is too. He's coming. He said he's coming, but I said, no, I need the writer for the band. So I gave you a little clue, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Yes, it's going to be what it's supposed to be. All right. Just keep that in mind. So we will see how it goes. Yeah, they're changing their writer. So I want to see what their writer is, quite frankly. In case you don't know what I'm referring to, whenever there's musicians, artists, people that have their publicists or something, there's a writer it's a piece of paper that you give to the promoter or the event holders, and you say, I need, like, for instance, you could say, I need a 3-bedroom penthouse unit. I need in my room, I need 5 pounds of black grapes or anything. I mean, it could be I need some 750 milliliters of Grand Marnier or rum in my room, whatever. They got these little things. They're called writers. They'll say, well, I have to play at least no later than second to the last. They got these little writers they put in there for their performance and what they expect. It could be anything, quite frankly. And so you get it, you look at it, and you're like, hell no. It's like, hell no. Or you say, hell yeah, take your pick. Or you start picking them off, going, no, man, we ain't throwing in $500 worth of alcohol. No, that ain't going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You got all this crazy stuff, right? We need a buffet. 2 out of the 3 days we're there. at 6 p.m., 7 p.m. at night or something. I mean, all kind of crazy. All right. So we haven't seen the writer for the band yet, though. But with or without the band, we're going to have an artist and a few. If I get my way, I think it's going to happen. And it's going to happen in a big way. There should be some little radio play in certain cities, not all over. It's not going to be that big, but it's going to be something special. Like I said, the takeover, it's about to happen. It's going down. Bigger, badder, bolder, because I'm here. All right, I'm not staying here, but I'm not living here just yet. The takeover hasn't occurred, but as soon as they get my SRL, the takeover begins. All right? You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen. I just been playing around for a minute, but now they said, Eric, you might be, yes, I'm him. I'm him. All right. So they done messed around and gave me a vehicle that I can do something. Don't mess around because I'm him. And we're about to go explosive on this. Like I said, I told the lawyer today, I said, oh no, if the first thing happens, this isn't one off. I said, we're going for more. This is going to be a big club thing worldwide. She's like, oh, I see what you're doing. I said, that's right. You see what I'm doing. It's going down. And you have noticed right here, right now, buildings are being built. Pre-construction is being done. We can get contract for all of it. And in 2 years, 2.5 years, you had maybe, it's the Ariam Kaye effect. Not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, not 6, and you're building your empire. All right here, I can build the empire. Never mind about trading partners with your company being in the DR. That's not the same as being in the same situation with US. So now it might not just be here. We're going to start thinking about these other Caribbean islands, since the company will be able to buy, rent, do all kind of things. The world's the oyster, not restrained by United States BS. So we're going for it, ladies and gentlemen. Back to the old me. So enjoy the ride. Come along for the ride. Or I hate to say this, like I used to tell everybody, you don't have to. It's going down with or without you, but I'm going to show you the way. All right. Just keep that in mind. I'm going to show you the way. And Mo Better, he mentioned something the other day when I mentioned having a business here, and he said, hey, are you going to have a partners? And once again, yes, he was absolutely correct. You do have to have 2 people as ownerships, but I said, I don't like partners. They go, oh, no. You can have 99%. And the other person can have 1%. I said, okay, say no more. That's just like not having a partner. Exactly. I can do that. We'll write it up that way. Whoever the other person is, 1%. Fine. We can roll. Because I don't do 50-50s. I like doing what I want to do like that. Corporations get bogged down when you have to ask people, and then you sit in a meeting and disagree, and days and weeks and months go by and you haven't resolved where you need to go, and they're sitting there wasting time. And meanwhile, deals are going by. Something that you could have moved on, you couldn't move on because you jam it, talking at the conference table. Crazy nonsense. Crazy. NDV, welcome to the SSN Nation Friday night live stream. And hey, Eric, I just bought a unit at Cruise on Land. NDV, which unit did you buy? First of all, are you going to give us privy to the price that you're paying at this moment, and which building it was, and who did you talk to? That's the other thing. Did you call Hetzel? Did you call Daniel? Who did you call? Or did you just show up on the spot and say, I heard this was one of the greatest projects? Well, I don't like their contract, but it's going to be one of them cool ass projects. Let's call it what it is. They have something there that everybody's going to want. Amenities, or shall I say attractions, that people have to pay for at $100+ per person to go to a Caribbean Lake Village. Prime time, $120, $139 a person over 13. Now you have a wave pool, water park, sitting at cruise on land. No, it's not per person, nor is it per day. As long as you're staying there renting and the owner got the amenities package, meaning they're paying the amenities fee, then owners and guests can go use all the amenities or all the attractions. So that's what makes that unique. I love it. So there's several things there. You know, they have the man-made beaches. They're going to have a second man-made beach at Cruise on Land now. Pretty cool. And of course, everybody knows by now the roller coaster, the go-kart track, the buggy track. People know about that. You know about the restaurants, bars. You know about the nightclub, the recording studio. Come on, they got 100 attractions there. And people don't have to pay anything extra. Casino, amphitheater, it's off the charts. So congratulations, man. Get some rest, E. You got a big day ahead. Yes, Mo Better, you got that right. Well, I don't know if I have a big day yet. It all depends on what happens with Gennaro and all those guys. But we will see. We'll get Christian in the mix. Let's see what happens. All right. But in DV, let us hear the news, man. Tell us about it. Let's hear the news. What unit did you pick? How much did you pay? Let us know. What building is it in? Did you get all inclusive? The furniture package or not? Did you get the studio, the 2-bedroom, the 2 studios together to make a 2-bedroom, the 2-bedroom with the studio to make a 3-bedroom, or the 3-bedroom, or did you get the 4-bedroom? Let us know, man. Congratulations again. Very wise. All right. Well, NDV is here. Another person. This adds to the list. The SSN Nation list. 60 people in the house that has come through. 60. And if you didn't get the furniture package, guess what, man? Stay tuned. We may have some custom furniture going down. That's right. We are the project, ladies and gentlemen. Custom furniture for half the price to a third of the price that's in the furniture store. Made your way, delivered to your apartment, condo, townhome. Your specs, your measurements, your colors, your wall units, your dining tables, your living room, sofas, coffee tables, all could be custom. All of it. Bedrooms, custom. Nobody else will have them. That's worth a lot, ladies and gentlemen, especially if you have a cool place that people stay. I got to give them credit. So, I'm trying to make that deal. Now, of course, the deal is going to be a lot easier in about 4 to 5 weeks when we have that SRL. Now I'm rolling in, not as the individual that has Stop Struggling Now, but now we are the SRL. We here. Now what? We here. So this isn't any some American coming over here. No, company is here. We are here. Now we want to do business here. And we're a company now. We're not just me saying, hey, we are a project. Now it's the company. We are a project. Thank you, Eric. I bought a studio with furniture package for $72,000. Phase 1. He found somebody's unit that they didn't, that came back. That's a phase 1 price. That's incredible. This is like 2 years ago price. Congratulations, man. $72,000 furniture package studio phase 1. Which building? Building 1 or building 2? Building 1 is the family building. Building 2 is and what I mean by family building is they plan on renting it out. So they're basically, you have to enter into furniture, not furniture. You have to enter into if you're going to rent it out, you have to enter into an agreement with Cruise on Land, and it's in the contract. 35% is what they're going to charge. It includes everything, the electricity and everything, but that's what they're charging, 35% of the gross. So that's coming out. And then they claim you have to sign, you're going to have to sign a 2-year agreement. And apparently they may have changed that, because I'm bitched about that myself, about what do you mean? What if I don't like? But I still think it's 2 years. You can get out in 2 years. And also, if you're in building 1, you're not going to be able to stay past 30 days if I have my information correct, because you are in the rental building. Odd numbers is the rental building. In fact, Mo Better was there. Odd number is the rental building, and the even number is no restrictions. You can be in the rental pool, or you don't have to be, but you don't have the 30-day restriction. So it matters what building you're in, and it matters what you're doing. If you're renting and you're not going to live there, then it's never going to matter. But if you planned on staying past 30 days, then it might matter what building you're in. Just saying. But great job at 72,000, man. Wow. Great job. Great job. Thank you at Paul Castillo. And yes, building 1 should be ready September 2025. That is correct. That is correct. Tell them good folks at Stop Play I said hello. Speaking of that, that's where I would have been right now if we didn't have the live stream. Well, not right now. Earlier, Gwen hit me up from coming out of town. He said, I'm at Stop Play. I said, hey, man, I got the live stream happening right now. I can't come down. So, yeah, Stop Play. They know we're here. We're here. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're here. So, like I keep saying, stay tuned. All right, Envy, let's hear it, man. And now, who'd you buy it from? I want to hear this. Did you go through Hetzel? Did you go through Daniel? Did you go through somebody else? Let us hear who you went through. How'd you buy this thing, man? How'd you get this price of $72,000 is what I want to know. That's a hell of a deal, fully furnished. You know what? This is interesting. I'm trying to think. Who's here that had a Cruise on Land? They paid $89,000 for a studio. But that was the penthouse. That's the difference. It was a penthouse. So they're only charging $16,000 for a studio unit to be furnished, something like that, $16,000. Because aren't they $56,000 plus, I guess, $16,000? That'd make it around 72. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, if you have the furniture package, at least you can be in the rental pool, because that's the only way you can be in the rental pool. Also in DV, congratulations again, but they have provisions where they may change it, but you share in the rental pool. So if you don't rent your unit out, or they don't, then you still share. The people that did get their units rented, they share some of the profits with those that didn't. So it's kind of good, kind of bad, but hey, at least you make money if it doesn't rent. And if it does rent, then you're sharing. That's in building 1. Building 2, you can have the furniture package, but you don't have these same restrictions, at least as of a month or so back. They may have changed it because it started to sound mumbo jumbo. So here's what he was talking about. Tell them good folks to Stop Play. I said hello. Eddie Vi. Let's see. Let me get this name right. Eddie. Oh, it is NDV. NDV. Yeah, that's a great price though, $72,000. And yes, you will be able to. First of all, even if I'm not in the rental pool and I'm at Cruise on Land and I pay the extra, what is it, $60 is the attraction fee, and HOA should be 2.3 or 2.25, and those are, I can't remember, what is it, 39, 42? I can't remember the square meters. But anyhow, let's just call it around 85 to $90 HOA fees plus $60, so $150. going to be paying $150 a month, and then you bought for $72. I think you're going to be able to rent that for $80 a night and up. I can't see why it wouldn't be 99, 129 or something. I just can't see why it wouldn't be that much. It's got to be over 100 a night. So that's a win. That gets you to approach. Now, the only question is minus the 35%. That starts getting kind of interesting. But nonetheless, it used to be in my number one. It's still going to be a great project. It's just that I don't like their contract, but hey, it's still going to be a great project simply because of everything they have. E. White says, congrats to Individe. Congrats. Exactly. All right. So I'm waiting to hear from him. How did he buy this thing? Who did he go through? Let's hear it. 72 is a great price. That's a real great price, quite frankly. After a year and a half, getting a $72,000 fully furnished, that's incredible. The only thing is they have less than 24 payments, and what is that? Was it a 1030? Is that what it is? 10,000. So 7,200 down. 21,000 in 2 months, so about 900. It should be like 900 a month, which is still reasonable. And he has himself an asset that's going to be valuable. All right, so it's going to be nice. And it's going to be in Verone. It's going to be nice. It's going to bring up the whole area with the amenity attractions that they have. All right, I got to roll, ladies and gentlemen. My voice is getting a little harsh, and I'm probably going to have a little talk tomorrow. I was waiting for Individe to let me know if he went through the Hetzels, the Daniels, or anybody else that we know, because we always like to keep track. But that puts us at 60 in the house. I love it. 60 people. And he doesn't need furniture, but still, that's a beautiful thing. Beautiful, beautiful thing. 72,000. Good God Almighty. Stealing the thing. That's a hell of a price, quite frankly. What floor is this on? It's not a penthouse, I know. So that means someone recommended Alex Cardi. He's a real good realtor in Dominican Republic. Okay. Glad to hear it. Haven't heard of Alex Cardi, but this is where we get to find out about this person, Alex Cardi. So that's good to hear, man. But $72,000 for a studio. No matter where you buy that, it's sweet. Sweet deal. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you got to wrap it up on this great note. Another investor is in the house. And so now he just has to make the payments, be able to get that thing delivered to him, get the keys in about 2 years, 3 months, whatever the case may be. And I know it says September 2025, but they just now started groundbreaking. That means less than 2 years with everything they're doing. That's going to be kind of crazy. But anyhow, it's all good, man. Congratulations. The numbers are right. You can always rent for 1%, more than 1%. Clearly, you can rent for more than $75. Clearly more than $99. So it's going to be right. And you're going to need it because of the 35% fee that they charge at Cruise on Land for the rental program. So again, let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We have another winner in the house, another person joining the real estate game. So that's where it's at. He's going to be a winner. Everybody else is going to be a winner. Let's make it happen. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And please like, subscribe, and click the bell below so you get the latest updates. And I know it's hard out here, but all you have to do is plan. You ready for the end of the year? You make plans at the end of the year. There's several things that you can do. Are you going to be ready for 2024? Making plans that way, financially, how to make more money, because inflation is always a thing. It's not just a one-time thing. Inflation is every year. It does not matter. So you have to make more money. So let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We're giving you the tools. We're giving you the knowledge. We're giving you the deferrals. We're giving you the tax breaks. We're giving you what the wealthy do, except it's not just what the wealthy can do. You can do it too. And if you came in late, please smash that like button And subscribe to the channel if you like what we've been talking about. And come back on Monday because it's Shark Tank Monday. You don't want to miss it. 8:50 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, live right here with our man Oscar showing us something on the screen that is new, and it's being programmed as we speak, tweaked as we speak. And with all that said, make sure you stay safe out here during this holiday season. Also, I love you guys very, very much. I appreciate your support over all these years. We're over 15,000 subscribers now, all thanks to you and those who have shared, who have been here, who tell people, come over here. You can get something a little different to help you out. And Mo Better signing in, saying, NDV, congrats, exactly. So we got none but love, another investor in the house the right way. When you buy real estate, you make money when you buy. Think about that. That's why you have to buy at the right price. That's why you have to buy and make sure of what you're doing it for. And with all that said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you keep your head up. Keep moving. And I'm out.